Most people believe that protecting their health requires complicated routines, expensive supplements, or exhausting workouts. But what if one of the most powerful anti-aging tools for your brain, heart, and entire body was something so simple that millions of people overlook it every single day? What if a quiet daily habit could influence how fast your body ages, how well your brain remembers things, and whether you remain strong and independent later in life? There is a surprising reason many longevity researchers pay close attention to one specific daily activity. It is not extreme exercise. It is not high-intensity training. It is something far more natural, something the human body was designed to do from the very beginning. Walking. At first glance, walking seems too ordinary to be powerful. Many people assume it is simply light movement, something people do when they are not ready for real exercise. But inside the body, something remarkable happens the moment a person begins walking regularly. Blood begins moving differently. Cells begin receiving more oxygen, hormones shift, inflammation begins to change, brain chemistry adjusts, even the immune system becomes more alert. And this is especially important for adults over 45. Because after midlife, the body quietly begins changing in ways many people never notice until symptoms appear. Blood vessels slowly stiffen. Muscles gradually weaken. Metabolism becomes less efficient. Brain cells become more vulnerable to decline. Joints lose lubrication. Inflammation begins to increase. These changes do not happen overnight. They happen slowly, year by year, quietly shaping how the body will function in the decades ahead. But here is the fascinating part. Certain daily habits can dramatically influence whether these changes accelerate or slow down. Walking is one of those habits. When you begin walking regularly, the very first system that responds is your cardiovascular system. The heart is not just a pump. It is a muscle that adapts to how it is used. When you walk, your heart rate gently rises, encouraging the heart to pump blood more efficiently through the entire body. Think of your blood vessels as a vast network of highways delivering oxygen and nutrients to trillions of cells. Over time, inactivity allows these highways to become sluggish. Blood flow becomes less dynamic, and the inner lining of blood vessels becomes less flexible. But when walking becomes a daily habit, circulation improves dramatically. The inner walls of the blood vessels begin producing a molecule called nitric oxide. This substance helps arteries relax and expand, allowing blood to move smoothly through the body. As this process continues day after day, blood pressure often begins to improve. This simple change reduces strain on the heart and protects the delicate blood vessels that supply oxygen to the brain and organs. For adults over 50, this matters more than many realize, because the health of your blood vessels directly affects the health of your brain. Your brain consumes about 20% of the oxygen your body uses. Every thought, memory, and decision depends on a constant supply of oxygen-rich blood. When circulation declines, brain cells struggle to maintain optimal function. But walking increases cerebral blood flow, meaning more oxygen reaches the brain, and something else begins happening inside the brain during walking. The brain releases a powerful protein called brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Think of it as fertilizer for brain cells. This protein helps neurons grow stronger connections, repair themselves, and resist damage associated with aging. This is one reason regular walkers often experience sharper thinking, improved memory, and better emotional balance. In fact, many people report that their clearest ideas appear during walks. This is not coincidence. The rhythmic movement of walking stimulates communication between different regions of the brain, enhancing creativity and problem solving. But the brain is only one part of the story. Something equally important happens inside your muscles. As you walk, your leg muscles begin acting like powerful pumps that assist circulation. Each step gently squeezes blood vessels in the legs, helping push blood back toward the heart. This reduces fluid buildup and supports healthy circulation throughout the lower body. This is particularly important as people age, because poor circulation in the legs can lead to swelling, fatigue, and reduced mobility. Walking also activates muscle fibers that are responsible for stability and balance. Over time, these muscles become stronger, helping protect against falls, one of the most serious risks for older adults. But the benefits extend even deeper, all the way down to the level of metabolism. Inside your body, tiny structures called mitochondria generate the energy that powers every cell. You can think of mitochondria as microscopic power plants. As people age, these power plants often become less efficient, which can lead to fatigue, slower metabolism, and decreased cellular repair. A regular walking stimulates the production of new mitochondria and improves the performance of existing ones. In other words, walking helps your cells produce energy more efficiently. This is one reason people who begin walking daily often notice increased stamina and reduced fatigue within weeks. And there is another major system affected by walking that many people never think about. The immune system. Your immune system relies on specialized cells that patrol the bloodstream, looking for threats such as viruses, bacteria, and abnormal cells. When circulation slows due to inactivity, these immune cells move less efficiently through the body. Walking changes that. With increased blood flow, immune cells circulate more actively, allowing them to detect and respond to threats more quickly. This is one reason studies often find that people who walk regularly tend to experience fewer infections and recover more quickly when they do become ill. But perhaps one of the most surprising benefits involves inflammation. Chronic inflammation is now recognized as one of the underlying drivers of many diseases associated with aging, including heart disease, arthritis, diabetes, and cognitive decline. Many daily habits quietly increase inflammation. Poor sleep, prolonged sitting, high sugar intake, and chronic stress. Walking, however, helps regulate the body's inflammatory response. Moderate daily movement signals the body to produce anti-inflammatory molecules that calm excessive immune reactions. Over time, this reduces systemic inflammation and protects tissues throughout the body. For individuals experiencing joint stiffness, this can be particularly important. Joints are designed to move. Inside each joint is a fluid that lubricates cartilage and helps bones glide smoothly against each other. When joints remain inactive for long periods, this fluid circulation decreases, leading to stiffness and discomfort. Walking gently stimulates joint lubrication. As joints move through their natural range of motion, nutrients reach the cartilage and waste products are cleared away. Many people who begin walking regularly notice that their joints feel looser and more comfortable over time. But walking also affects something that many adults struggle with after midlife: blood sugar control. When you walk, your muscles begin using glucose from the bloodstream as fuel. This lowers blood sugar levels and improves the body's sensitivity to insulin. Over time, this process helps stabilize energy levels and reduces metabolic strain. For people concerned about type 2 diabetes or metabolic syndrome, walking after meals can be particularly beneficial. But there is another powerful effect that many people feel almost immediately: mood improvement. During walking, the brain releases endorphins and serotonin, chemicals associated with feelings of calm and well-being. At the same time, stress hormones such as cortisol begin to decrease. This chemical shift often leaves people feeling mentally refreshed and emotionally lighter after even a short walk. And something interesting happens when this habit becomes consistent. Walking becomes more than physical activity. It becomes a daily reset for the nervous system. Stress decreases. Sleep improves. Emotional resilience strengthens. Speaking of sleep, this is another area where walking creates significant change. Your body operates on an internal clock called the circadian rhythm. This rhythm controls when you feel awake and when you feel sleepy. In exposure to daylight combined with physical movement helps regulate this rhythm. People who walk regularly during the day often fall asleep faster and experience deeper sleep cycles at night. This improved sleep then supports memory, immune health, hormone balance, and cellular repair. But there is another fascinating discovery about walking that researchers continue exploring. It may influence the biological aging process itself. Inside your cells are protective structures called telomeres. These structures help protect genetic material during cell division. Over time, telomeres naturally shorten, which is associated with aging and cellular decline. Research suggests that regular physical activity, including walking, may help slow the rate at which telomeres shorten. While aging cannot be stopped, certain habits appear capable of slowing some of the processes associated with it. Walking appears to be one of them. But here is an important detail many people overlook. The benefits of walking do not come from intensity. They come from consistency. The body responds to regular signals. When movement becomes part of daily life, biological systems gradually adapt. Circulation improves. Muscles strengthen. Inflammation decreases. Brain chemistry stabilizes. Energy production becomes more efficient. And over time, these small changes accumulate into something powerful. Better health. Better mobility. Better independence. For many adults over 60, the ability to remain active and self-sufficient is one of the most valuable forms of freedom. Walking helps protect that freedom, and the good news is that you do not need extreme effort to experience these benefits. Many health experts suggest aiming for around 20 to 30 minutes of walking most days of the week. Some people prefer a single longer walk, while others divide movement into shorter sessions throughout the day. Even 10-minute walks after meals can provide significant metabolic benefits. The key is making walking a consistent part of daily life. Choose safe, comfortable environments. Wear supportive shoes. Walk at a pace that allows conversation while still elevating your breathing slightly. Over time, your body will adapt, and you may naturally find yourself walking longer or more frequently. Some people enjoy walking outdoors where sunlight, fresh air, and natural scenery enhance the experience. Others prefer indoor walking in malls or on treadmills during colder months. The location matters far less than the habit itself. And if you are wondering when the best time to walk might be, the answer often depends on personal routine. Morning walks can energize the body and help regulate the circadian rhythm. Afternoon walks can break up long periods of sitting. Evening walks can help relax the mind and support digestion after dinner. What matters most is simply continuing to move, because every step you take sends a message to your body. A message that your muscles are needed, a message that your heart must stay strong, a message that your brain should remain alert, a message that your body is still designed to move, explore, and remain active. And those messages influence your health more than many people realize. The truth is that aging does not happen in a single dramatic moment. It happens quietly through thousands of small biological changes that accumulate over time. Daily habits influence those changes. Walking is one of the simplest habits capable of shaping them in a positive direction. It strengthens the heart, nourishes the brain, supports metabolism, improves mood, enhances sleep, protects joints, and strengthens the immune system, all from something as simple as putting one foot in front of the other. Sometimes the most powerful health strategies are not the most complicated. They are the ones that align with how the human body was designed to live. Movement, fresh air, steady circulation, consistent activity. Walking may look simple from the outside, but inside the body it is quietly supporting systems that keep you strong, clear, minded, and independent for years to come. And that means every step you take today is not just movement. It is an investment in the future health of your brain, your heart, and the life you want to continue living.